If you've spent any amount of time on Facebook or Instagram lately, I'm sure you've seen ads for the Indestructible Shoe. There's a guy in the video, he's walking on nails, he's hitting it with a hammer, he's grinding it with an angle grinder. Well, I have nails, I have a hammer, and I have an angle grinder. Let's see just how indestructible these shoes really are. All right, so in the video, he starts out with the swag test. All right, let's kill that swag test. All right, the next test he did in the video was he walked on a board full of nails. He walked on them with the Indestructible shoes first, and then he walked on them with his normal shoes. I'm not doing that, I'm just testing out these Indestructible shoes. So let's give this a try. All right, so I'm actually a little nervous here. So I'm just gonna test them out real quick, just so I don't send myself to the emergency room. Okay, not bad. Whoa, all right. I just put my full weight on there. All right, let's try it again. Hopefully I don't kill myself here. All right, check that out. Here I am, standing on a bunch of drywall screws, if I can keep my balance. And yeah, they're holding up pretty nice. Just to show you, here I am, standing directly on those nails. And this is actually pretty cool. So their claims are true of these being very puncture. I can't keep my balance in these things, but these are pretty puncture resistant, the bottoms of these soles. That's pretty cool. All right, so as you guys can see here, I passed that nail test. I was standing right on those nails. No punctures on the bottom of these shoes at all. And look, they're extremely flexible. So passes that test. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so the next test in the video, he took out a machete and started chopping away at his Indestructible shoes. I do have a machete, but it's extremely dull. But I do have this Smith & Wesson knife that's extremely sharp. So I'm gonna use this one instead. Let's go. All right, so let's try hitting these. Wow. Well, the fabric is already toast, but as you can see, obviously there's a steel toe in there, so I'm gonna be perfectly fine. But look at that. He hit it a few times, he's sawing away at it, and obviously my toes are gonna be just fine in here, but look at that. It's pulling off pieces of fabric. As expected, it's gonna pass the machete test, or in my case, the Smith & Wesson sharper knife test. And there you go, there's a result of my knife test. And there you go, you can kind of see the metal steel toe in there. The fabric didn't stand a chance, but it's not the fabric that's keeping your toe safe, it's that steel toe in there. So good stuff there. Let's move on to the next test. Now we've reached the part of the video where he says, no more messing around, time for the compression test. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. He starts hitting it with a mallet, but I'm guessing if it withstood that knife test, it'll withstand that mallet test. Let's give it a try. Let's try that mallet. Yeah. You know, I can kind of feel it a little bit coming through, but I mean, ow. Actually, I can kind of feel it on my big toe coming through that steel. I mean, you can see here, the steel toe only goes to that point, so I'm kind of feeling it right here on that edge. But if I hit it more towards the front, it's perfectly fine. All right, guys, the Indestructible shoe passed that mallet test with no problem. Had no doubt. All right, so now's the point in the video where he starts hitting this with a sledgehammer and starts stacking a ton of weights on it. But he was actually in a gym. And as you can see, I'm not in a gym. I don't have 1,000 pounds here to put on these steel toes. So instead of hitting it with a sledgehammer and instead of piling weights on it, I'm gonna run over it with my car just to see how much pressure this steel toe can handle. All right, here I am outside, I'm right by my car. It's a little wet outside, it's raining, but that's not gonna affect this test at all. I'm actually gonna run over the shoe, but try to stop directly on it to see if it'll lift off the ground. Let's try that.
All right, let's try.
think I did it. Wow, look at that. The question is that steel toe gonna hold up after being run over with the car? I'm gonna back up off of it. All right, guys, actually, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, this is the shoe that I just ran over with the car, and let me put it on, see if I can feel any difference if that steel toe collapsed. Not at all. I mean, wow. That's actually really impressive. I just ran over this thing with my car and it withstood it like a champ. So the weight test gets a pass from me. That is awesome. All right, so the next test in the video, he actually hit the shoes with a couple torches. I don't have a couple torches, all I have is this cooking torch, but I'm just using whatever I have access to. And the point he was trying to make was, if it burns, will it still withstand and still hold up? Well, I'm gonna try that right now. Am I gonna wear them? Probably not. I'm gonna take my shoes off for this one. All right, so here's my shoe. Let me move back these ridiculous elastic shoelaces, because I know those will burn. All right, let's give this a try. Ah. Yeah. But check that out, guys. It's burning pretty nice. Of course, the fabric's gonna burn, but that steel toe should hold up. And let's pour some water on there. Check it out. Burn the heck out of the toe, but yeah, that steel toe is gonna hold up. Kind of a useless test, but that's what he did in the video. Let's move on. All right, and now on to the final test, where I bring out my angle grinder. All right, guys, I'm gonna start out by hitting it at the side first, see how well it can withstand that, and then I'm gonna go straight on. Okay, wow. Wow, look at that. Right through it. Even wore through the black on there, whatever that black coating is there. As you can see, there's like a black coating. And then right to the metal. That's awesome. All right, so now I'm gonna try to cut this right in half. In the video, the angle grinder did go through it. He said, yeah, but check it out. You're not gonna have angle grinders on your feet that long. Your toes will be just fine. Wow. Woo! Smoky! Check that out. Here, see if you guys can see this. Let me put it on autofocus. I mean, it broke right through. I was seeing sparks within the shoe. That was awesome. I don't know if you guys can see. It definitely cut through. So yeah, just as expected. I wasn't expecting these steel toes to withstand that angle grinder, just like in that video. I just wanted to see how much effort it took to break through these indestructible shoes. Overall, I'm actually pretty impressed with the durability of these things. Indestructible? No, but would you ever put it through this much stress? Probably not, unless you're just doing a video to test these shoes out like I'm doing here, but wow, check that out. All right, guys, so what's the verdict on these shoes? I mean, you can see I had to grind the hell out of it just to break through these steel toes. It withstood a torch. I ran over with my car. It passed the nail test. So all the claims they showed on the video and on their ads is 100% true. And I'm pretty sure that these shoes will protect your feet from whatever hazards that you might have at your particular workplace. Heavy weights dropping on your shoes, maybe a lot of nails on the ground, you're sick of stepping on nails, going to the emergency room, getting tetanus shots. But my question still remains, who are these shoes really for? I mean, they're porous. You can see right through them. Unless you work outside like I do a lot. I live near Buffalo, New York, and I would like the steel toe shoes, but not the porous material in the back. I gotta deal with rain, snow, there's mud. If you work outside at all, these shoes are not for you. But if you work inside and your feet sweat a lot and you need this porous material, and you work around a lot of heavy objects you don't want dropping on your feet, then I would say absolutely pick these up if you guys don't mind the style of these. This is just the style that I picked. They look cool on the website. I am not a fan of this style of shoe at all. You got this rubber holding it together. You got the elastic shoelaces. I absolutely hate it. I know you can take these elastic pieces off, but I'm just reviewing how they came. But this sole is definitely indestructible. I mean, I should probably take the angle grinder to the sole. For indestructibility, I give it a thumbs up. For style, thumbs down, man. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe and go!